is it that the Bible is telling us that there are times and seasons in God that God set up, and then the white people came and changed the calendar to Gregorian calendar, where you have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Sept does not mean 9. Oct, 8. It is your 10th month. The Bible says the children of Isaac, which were men that had understanding of the times, and they knew what Israel ought to do at every turn. It seems as if the Bible is telling us there is a certain calendar in the spirit. Isn't it amazing how the Jewish calendar starts in Nisan, which is March, April, and the meaning of Nisan, it is the word the beginning of miracles. So it seems as if, according to the Bible, there is a certain deliberate move by Satanists to change your calendar. So what we are moving with and the times we are moving in are not congruent to what God is moving. December is from tech. You can tell it's 10, not 12. January is from Janus, a two-faced goddess. When you say we are in January, you are worshiping a god. So the changing of dates has caused you to actually go in disalignment with the plan of God. So you think you are moving in January. God says you are moving with a demon. Let's go to the book of Psalm 19 so that you catch this. The heavens declare the glory of God. Day unto day they utter speech. Night unto night they show knowledge. And the whole of the Jewish calendar is based on planetary movements. And the Bible says the planets are speaking knowledge. So it is possible that the moon has information, the stars have information. That's why the Bible says, have you commanded the sun since your days, that it might take hold of the ends of the earth, and that the wicked might be shaken out of it? In other words, there are planets that are aligned to a point that if you command, you can get demons out of place, witches to run away. Let's go. March. From Mars, the original first month of the Roman year, war and conquest marked the beginning. So when you utter you are in March, you are saying I'm ready for war, but your posture is praying for a wedding. And guess what? You are going to get that war. It might not come in the sense of intercontinental ballistic missile. It might be your mother-in-law. You will blame your mother-in-law, yet the spirit of the month is war. Let's go. April, likely from apparel to open, or linked to Aphrodite. You are now being introduced to gods in April. They even have a Fool's Day and you participate. You think it's jokes, but the realm of the spirit sees a foolish person. Let's go. May, from Maya, a figure tied to earthly increase, an idol. So who is going to give you anything in May? It is designated and dedicated to a god who works with increase. I'm not saying you shouldn't call your month January or whatever it is, but I'm trying to say, why did they remove the actual dates? Let's go. June, from Juno, connected to unions and societal order. July, renamed after Julius Caesar, a man placing his identity into time itself. It has nothing to do with God. They removed what God was saying and went to their own thing. So the whole world is upside down, following months and dates that have nothing to do with you. And if you fail to find a prophetic word for your month, for your year, you will walk in darkness. Let's go. August, from Augustus, another ruler embedding legacy into the calendar. Who changes these things? When my father, Pastor Chris, says, this month is the month of, next month is the month of, then he says, this year. People say, he's giving names to too many things. He's changing from Gregorian calendar. Because as we can tell, we are in different seasons than what God said we should be in. So when we say this year is the year of the alien task, and we say this year is the year of the strange oil, what we are trying to say is January doesn't matter anymore. February doesn't matter anymore. March is just a number, brother, sister. April is nothing. May is nothing. That's why I told you by the Spirit, I walked into January, I walked into February, I walked into March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. I walked into it and you were there. I said you were there.
A good news world with Uebert Angel, provoking a reaction and always worth hearing.